Hello everyone and welcome to a new video on my channel. I'm Adam and welcome to Battle of the Beasts NG New Generation episode number 5. In this episode I got 2 more combatants to fight each other and see who will come out on top. Here I have 2 rather interesting opponents. I think they can create an interesting battle and hopefully it won't be a very obvious prediction who they think will win. Who everyone will think will win. But here we are. We got Okko the Sand Monster versus Kyron, Lord of Fire. Now, to be completely honest, I think this was a poor matchup for Kyron, but a perfect one for Okko. But that's me with my Pokemon talk here. So I need to refrain from using Pokemon related stuff with these tournaments. So anyone's game it is. Anyone's game. Could be anyone could win really. Yeah. So, with that being said, let's learn about these beasts. Let's get to the stats.
Okko the Sand Monster. The desert people of Wildor's borderlands make offerings to this good beast, formed from withering, choking sand. He guards one of the fragments of the precious broken star, which he will yield only upon being defeated by a heroic warrior. Looking at his awesome stats, from sand constructs, reform/deformment, also being able to shoot piercing sand, summon sandstorms and camouflage. And those impressive stats there, you can tell this non-stop fighter will be an ultimate challenge in the tournament.
Deep within the fields of fire lies the Lord of Fire himself. Once a mystical winged horse taken over and fused with the evil wizard Zargon, now a fearsome centaur with wings and horns that'll terrify anyone. The strength of Kyron and the aggression of Zargon would make him one of the most fearsome beasts that Tom and Eleanor have ever faced. And let's go through now to his incredible stats, not to mention that iconic fire sword. Agile flight, shooting fire from the sword and summoning fire himself. Sadly, we've got not much DNA on him from the stats, as you can see, but later on down the road, there'll be more information yet to come. But yeah, personality, cunning, and ego, that might be a bit of a downfall, but I'm sure Kyron will prove an incredible battle in the tournament.
3, 2, 1!
Okko versus Kyron. Let's get into this. So, as the chamber doors open, from one side, a fierce sandstorm seems to appear, and then a big pile of sand starts to form up, causing Okko to appear. And Okko just looks around for his opponent, but can't seem to find him anywhere. Then after what seems like ages of silence, but it's really only 10 seconds. Okko starts hearing fierce hoofbeats coming from the other chamber, the other side of the arena. Fierce hoofbeats just banging on the ground, and then suddenly cracks start coming out from the chamber with fire or lava coming out of it, spewing out in a bunch of jets. Some of the splashes are going on to Okko, but Okko's feeling the pain but not reacting to it. And from all the light, he can just see the silhouette of Kyron making his way out of the chamber, but not through the front door. No, he's using the sky door. He bursts out through there with his sword, swings it in an arc, and an arc of fire makes its way towards Okko. Okko forms one of his arms into a sand shield to deflect that, causing nothing to happen really. Okko then reforms some sand into a sword, so he has a sword and shield now. And Kyron then releases more arcs of fire just going towards Kyron. Kyron releases more arcs of fire going towards Okko. Okko is able to deflect that, slices through another, and releases the shield and sword, aims his hands in a way, and just shoots back sand towards Kyron. Kyron twirls his sword around, using the fire to protect him, and it works to deflect all the sand away, not hitting him at all. Kyron makes his way down to the ground, and using all his energy, starts banging, thumping his hooves into the ground, causing the ground to shake and more lava to spew out towards Okko. Okko morphs back into a pile of sand and travels his way to where he can't be seen behind Kyron, falls back up and grabs hold to his wings using his sand-like hands. He then breaks the wings, causing Kyron to let out a bellow of fury and pain and not be able to fly away. Kyron, in retaliation, swings his sword around and stabs Okko in the chest area with his fire sword, and then concentrating all his power, makes the fire in the sword go as hot as he can, to where the sand starts breaking up or melting into glass. Kyron pulls out his sword and, using his fist, punches through that glass and shatters the centre of Okko. Okko bellows in pain, but then instantly starts reforming over where that hole was formed, and Okko feels fine. But that gave Kyron the time to get away and use it, and seeing that his wings are now getting in the way, he used his sword, braces for pain, and slices through the joints of his back and wings, just to drop them, and so they won't be in the way for him. He swirls his sword around, sticks it into the ground, and was also thumping his hooves, causing lava to spew out, and a jet of fire to just make its way down in a crack, making its way towards Okko. Okko just retaliates back by sending sand in each of those cracks to block the way, causing the sand to heat up to where it just makes glass just forming everywhere. Kyron slams his hoof on the ground just to shatter that glass, and the lava keeps moving forward. Okko decides he had enough, and forming the sand sword again, chucks it towards Kyron. Kyron lifts his sword out and deflects it, but by the time he's sliced through it, Okko's already up to him with his sand sword, and they start clashing swords as much as they can. However, Kyron is a bit of a dirty fighter, while slamming hooves in the ground as well, causing fire to spew around cracks that is surrounding Okko and Kyron, causing fire to just overflow out, making its way towards Okko and Kyron. Kyron, being fire resistant, is touching the lava but feeling perfectly fine. Okko's base is starting to become glass, to the point where he can't really move as much anymore. Kyron goes for Okko's sword arm and slices through that, causing the sand that the rest of the sand arm. So let's say Kyron sliced here. The sand that was on his arm here just drops down to the ground with the sand sword, and Okko tries to touch the sand there to absorb it all, just so he doesn't lose that remaining sand. However, Kyron was already one step ahead of that, and sticks the sand sword straight into Okko's head. The fire sword straight into Okko's head, and heating up as much as he can. Okko, in the process, grabs onto Kyron's hand and starts twisting it as much as he can to cause him to loosen his grip here. It works, but the damage has already been done, and the top of Okko's head is now glass. Okko pulls out Kyron's sand sword with all his might, feeling a bit dazed, and chucks it into the lava of the arena. Kyron can't get his sword back because Okko won't let him pass. Kyron slams his fist onto Okko's head. I'm assuming they're around the same height now. Kyron slams his fist onto Okko's head, shattering it. But Okko is still moving, still barely working. And Okko decides that the best thing to do is to wrap his arms around Kyron's back, and then using the rest of the sand he has round his body area, by the way, causing him to go into Okko's chest. Using the rest of Okko wraps himself around Kyron's body, horse body, by the way, and then starts bending it forward to the point where Kyron is feeling lots of pain in the connection part, right around here, of being bent forwards, causing his man body area to meet his horse body area. And Kyron is trying to fight back, but found himself restrained. He can't do anything. Just needs to hope the lava reaches up to where Okko can just stop moving entirely. More of Okko's gradually turning to glass, causing him to become weaker, but it's going as fast as he can. It gets to the point where most of Okko's becoming glass now, and even the points around Kyron has turned to glass. Parts of Okko that's around Kyron has turned to glass. This makes no sense now. And Kyron is already folded forwards. It seems like it ended with both of them dying. But after what seems like an eternity, Kyron uses all his strength to move his arms so it breaks through the glass of Okko. And then using his fist, he slams into the glass surrounding his horse body and man body, and he breaks free, goes into the lava to retrieve his sword, and makes his way back to his chamber before shooting a bunch of arcs directly towards that glass shard of the remains anyway of Okko, to where it just shatters into millions of pieces. So that made not very much sense, but with what I got here, Kyron has won, Okko has lost. If you think Okko should have won, please in the comments below why you think that. However, my word is final and Kyron has won. I'm going to be honest, both of these beasts I would have wanted to see make it to round 2. So I'm glad one did, but I'm also kind of upset that one didn't. The battle could have gone honestly either way. But the thing that made me think I should give the victory to Kyron is because if I'm not allowed to use Pokemon strategies of how ground can beat fire, I would use Minecraft strategies where fire can heat sand into glass. So that's the strategy I used here. I'm probably going to get an earache from Lucas about that. He didn't say I can't do it. Anyway, with that being said, that is actually that battle there. And that being said, that's all for this time. If you like what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe. Join me in battle number 6 on the new generation, where we have 2 more fighters fight against each other for a spot of round 2. Till then, peace out.